How much will 50 AXS potentially be worth in 2025? In today's video, let's find out. However, before I continue on any further, please keep in mind that I am not a financial advisor, and this video is not meant as an invitation to buy, sell, or trade cryptos. That is not the case whatsoever. But besides that point, as of right now, 50 AXS is currently worth $342. And what that means right there is if that, let's say during the next bull run, AXS were to just go back to its all-time high price, 50 AXS would be worth $8,245. AXS just going back to its all-time high price is around a 23x in terms of price increase, which I think is absolutely insane. I think AXS is incredibly oversold, and I think it has so much room to grow. And personally speaking, do I think that AXS can go back to its all-time high price during the next bull run? Yes, I do, and let me explain why I think so. First of all, when it comes to AXS, it is the token that powers the play-to-earn game, otherwise known as Axie Infinity. And when it comes to Axie Infinity, I just think it's such an amazing game. A lot of people, they oftentimes like to underestimate Axie. They say, oh man, the game's done, no one plays it anymore. But that is not the case whatsoever. In fact, if we take a look at this, Axie Infinity nearly has around 400,000 monthly active players as of right now. So when it comes to Axie Infinity, it's far from over. Contrary to popular belief, the game is actually still doing very well. A lot of people still play it. And personally speaking, I do believe that play-to-earn games, much like Axie Infinity, have such a bright future ahead. And the reason why I think so is because I believe that the blockchain gaming industry has so much potential. And let me show you what I'm talking about. For example, if we take a look at this, we will see that the blockchain gaming market is expected to reach $117.5 billion by 2028, exhibiting a compound annual growth rate of 67.4% from 2023 to 2028. And I think that right there is a very shocking statistic. And I think if anything, that shows just how massive blockchain gaming can be in such a relatively short amount of time. And I think that in the future, moving forward, as blockchain gaming continues to grow, as it continues to prosper, and as the industry overall continues to reach even greater heights, I think as that all starts happening, play-to-earn games, much like Axie Infinity, will prosper as a result of that. So overall, when I consider just how well Axie Infinity is doing, and when I consider how there's a lot of data out there showing how the blockchain gaming market could potentially reach such a large size in the future, when I take all of that into consideration, I really do believe that AXS will have no issues returning back to its all-time high price during the next bull run. And now, I want to take a look at the next price target for AXS, and that is AXS at the price of $250. And when it comes to this price target, I do believe that AXS can reach this during the next bull run. And let me show you why I think so. And one of the main reasons why I think so is because when it comes to Axie Infinity, I believe that it is fundamentally amazing. For example, if we take a look at Axie Infinity right now, they recently upgraded to Axie Infinity Origin. And with this Origin upgrade, when it comes to the game just overall, it's just a lot better in my opinion. And also on top of that, with the Origin upgrade, the tokenomics when it comes to Axie Infinity have improved by a lot. And I think as a result of the Origin upgrade, with the game being better, the tokenomics improving, I think as a result of all of that, I think it can potentially attract more gamers moving forward. And I think it's going to do absolute wonders for the AXS token, especially during the next bull run. However, I would also like to mention how when it comes to Axie Infinity, they are a very large player in the NFT space. In fact, Axie Infinity has just recently surpassed $4 billion in total NFT sales. They are heavily focused on NFTs. And I think as a result of Axie Infinity being this focused on NFTs, it's truly going to help them grow to even greater heights in the future. And the reason why I say that is because I believe that the NFT market has such tremendous potential. And there's a lot of data that shows how this could very well be the case. For example, if we take a look at this, according to Grandview Research, the NFT market could potentially reach over $211 billion by 2030, which I think is very mind-blowing. I do believe that the potential of the NFT market can't be underestimated. I think it has so much potential. So overall, when I consider just how much Axie Infinity has improved overall as a game, when I consider just how amazing it is fundamentally speaking right here, right now, and also last but not least, when I consider just how big the NFT market could potentially be be in the future, and when I consider just how heavily focused on NFTs Axie Infinity is, when I take all of that into account, I really do believe that AXS will have no issues reaching $250 during the next bull run. And now I want to talk about an even bigger price target for AXS, and that is AXS at the price of $350. And when it comes to this price target, it may seem crazy to some people. Some people may think, oh wow, AXS at the price of $350. Some people may think, oh, that's so unrealistic. But in my opinion, I disagree, and let me show you why I think so. First of all, when it comes to AXS, in order for AXS to reach the price of $350 with its current circulating supply of 43%, in order for it to reach that, it would need a market cap of $40.5 billion. And now, $40.5 billion, it may seem outlandish to some people, but in the world of cryptos, it's actually not that much. Keep in mind, a $40.5 billion market cap is still around $48 billion less than what Dogecoin reached at its peak back in 2021. So I think $350 is actually very realistic for AXS. Now, if AXS needed, a $1 trillion market cap, a $2 trillion market cap, or something crazy like that in order to reach the price of $350, yeah, then I get it. But again, right, $40.5 billion in the world of cryptos, I think is not too much to ask for, especially when I consider just how special Axie Infinity is. And also, I think it's important to note that as of right now, there's more people than ever before in history owning cryptos. And that's actually true, because as of right now, there's more than 420 million people owning cryptocurrencies in the world, which I think is very mind-blowing. However, besides that point, to just give this some context, if we take a look back in history, back in 2021, when the whole crypto space overall was popping off, when Bitcoin was at $68,000, when altcoins were having that massive rally, when all of that was going down back then, there was only around 300 million people in the world owning cryptocurrencies. So just imagine this, right? If in 2021, the whole crypto space overall was still able to have that massive bull run, despite only having roughly around 300 million people owning cryptos, just imagine what the next bull run could potentially look like, especially now that we have over 420 million people owning cryptos. During the next bull run, the amount of FOMO, buying pressure, and buying volume could very well be at an all-time high. And also, during the next bull run, I strongly do believe that Bitcoin is going to go to at least the price of $100,000. Even though that isn't financial advice, I truly do believe that will happen. And when that happens, the altcoin season is just going to be so fantastic. I mean, it's going to go through the roof. And I think when that all starts happening, AXS is going to go along with the ride. When I consider just how massive the next bull run can be, and when I consider just how special Axie Infinity is, I do believe that AXS reaching the price of $350 is actually a very feasible goal. I don't think it's too outlandish. I think it's actually very realistic. I am very bullish on the future of Axie Infinity. And that's been it for today's video. Make sure to subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. It's been Lee the Captain, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.